Disclaimer!
As an artist, there's nothing more appealing than having 20 to 50,000 people screaming your name all at once before taking a private jet into a Rolls Royce back into your 3-acre Camps Bay mansion, greeted by a supermodel girlfriend. In reality, less than 1% of artists live this way. As much as we wouldn't like to admit, not all artists become A-list artists. Now, when you take into account the size of my home country's music industry in South Africa, the chances for this life are nearly non-existent. Most of the time, all of our artists chase this dream so much that they fall into so much debt that they slowly lose every sense of their being trying to become part of the 1%. Not only that, but when you realize what it actually takes to make $1 billion, you may come to a conclusion that it isn't what you signed up for. Look, at the same time, everyone is chasing this dream, and this video only serves as a grounder for all the artists who do not make it to the Drake or Casper levels of success. Also, this video can also serve as a smart investment for those artists who actually might make it to that 1%. Having said that, probably everything I say in this video, most people would disagree with. Kodwa, I only have your best interests at heart. I hate when people look at aspiring artists as hopeless people. This video is also less about how to actually make money, but more about how to end up being financially secure once your career is all said and done. The first thing you want to do is start a business. Now, as a smart person, you would rather earn money as a business than an individual. For instance, if you perform or earn money from streams, that money should be paid into your business rather than your personal account. It saves you a lot of money when it comes to taxes and also allows you to declare expenses that you can further deduct from your taxes. In South Africa, you have to go to this place called CIPC. Pay about 300 Rand to secure your business. Depending on how much you make, you have to have an annual fee that you pay on the turnover that you receive. If you received money personally though, you would have to pay tax on the first Rand you earn. A business only starts paying tax after they earn 90,000 or somewhere in that amount in that fiscal year. Obviously, this is all dependent on the country that you live in. Research. This is a really short one. Carry on living with your parents or family. Do not move out. I repeat, do not move out. Rent is an expense that finds a way to eat into your life, and before you know it, you're working just to pay off your rent. One thing that most artists struggle with is getting bookings and getting shows when starting out. In fact, unless you have a hit song or a connection in the music industry, your daily existence as an artist is just trying to get on that stage. What if I told you in 2022, you shouldn't make this your goal? Shut the fuck up. Look, bruh, what like, the fuck? I've only been doing bookings my whole life. How can you not make bookings the only way that can go? In my head, you bookings are the only way to go. That's right. You're talking about bookings and you're everybody in your life. Nobody's video. Leave us alone. We're trying to make our money. You come and guy telling us not in our life. And we don't fuck with you. Okay. So for all the artists that stayed to watch the rest of the video, I can promise you, if you try to do things the way that they've always been done, you will 95% of the time fail. You need to sign up to a music distribution service like DistroKid or TuneCore. These are paid services, but they are free services like Amuse or Single. Okay, now that the easy part is done, you need to get 50,000 streams a month. So, unfortunately, this will not be the video that tells you how to get 50,000 streams a month. You need to come up with a plan to get 50k streams on your own. But here's a tip. 50k streams is 12k streams for 4 songs, 6k streams for 8 songs, 3k streams for 16 songs, 1k streams for 35 songs, 500 streams for 100 songs. You get the picture, right? Do not withdraw any of the money from your streams until you hit 50,000 streams a month. That's very important. It's time for MetaTech! So if we pretend that your revenue is only coming from Spotify and we only use the Spotify figures to count income, that means one stream is equal to about $0.003. But because of a whole lot of things I'm not willing to explain in this video, it's less in South Africa. So about $0.002. So $0.002 times 50,000 streams equals $100. $100 comes to about 1,500. Now, we need to do this for 5 years. I'm going to factor in your fan base growing a bit, but only by a little bit. Let's average this out at 100,000 streams a month for 5 years. That's about 3K. Now let's account for the money that you need to contribute at home, which is about 30%. So if you're making 1,500, use 500 to survive and share at home. Be disciplined. Don't use more. Ever. Never use more than 30%.
Okay, Grim. So what the hell do I use the other 70% for?
Well, we're not there yet, Mchana, but I'll tell you soon. Remember when I said you shouldn't withdraw any of your earnings until you've hit the minimum of 50k streams? Well, this is why. All that money that you get, buy either gold or silver. Out of that money, take 2,000 Rand to pay for a year's hiring of a safety deposit box at a bank of your choice. Usually it costs about an average of about 250 Rand for a safety deposit box. Just keep researching. So you might be asking,
but Grim, what the hell does a rapper like me get time to buy gold or silver?
Well, here's a link to a Santon Chronicle article that'll help you. I can already see some rappers ready to click on something else. It's fine, guys. You can fucking leave. This video isn't meant for you. Pella, you a superstar, ne? Stay ring.
Are we ready? I guess not.
Now, for all transparency, you may never use this gold, guys. It's mostly there as a failsafe, which seems more possible every day the more ANC keeps losing 500 billion. Okay, Mchana, we are there now. So you've just made it to 50,000 streams for the first month, and now you're earning your 1,500 Rand. 500 you use to share at home. 1,000 you use to invest. So you know those trading apps that every trading asshole is telling you to download all the time? Well, they were right. At least halfway right. So the reason why I don't like trading personally is the same reason I don't sit at Grand West Casino playing poker every day. Trading is gambling, and if you're buying and selling shares every day, then you're literally praying and hoping for your shares to be worth more in the shortest space of time. But I'm about to teach you something else. Buying shares and keeping them over a long period, then you're most likely going to see an increase in your shares.
And one more time, it's time for
MetaTech. So look, Apple's stock price in 2015 was $133. With the exchange rate at 11.26 in 2015, then that was about 1,501 Rand. Today, a share is worth $174. At the exchange rate of 15 Rand, that's about 2,613. If you had invested in 2015, you would have made a profit of almost 1,000 Rand. And that's just one share, bro. If you bought shares for like 2 or 3 months at different companies over 5 years, it's possible to make 70,000 Rand in profit alone. In South Africa, these are some of the apps that you can use. They mostly buy shares for free. Remember, this is a discipline game. You have to be willing to sacrifice living for a few years. Discipline is the name of the game. Okay, finally we get to the shows, but it isn't what you expect. So you guys have heard of 1,000 true fans theory, right? Out of 50,000 monthly listeners, you only have between 500 to 1,000 people there who will be your true fans. I would know. I have almost 6,000 subscribers, went to JHP and told people to come and see me out in Newtown. Guess how many of you guys showed up to come see me? 3. Anyway, let's take that into account. After 3 years of making music, you get your 1,000 true fans. All you have to do now is convince 100 fans to come and see you perform every month for 100 Rand or 150. If you perform once a month, that's about 15k. By adding 15k to the 2k from the streams, now you're earning 17k. So now, watch this. You will have expenses like traveling from show to show, hiring a small venue for 100 people, and you'll probably want people to come and help you set up each time. Let's put those expenses at about 5k. That means you can declare those expenses as SARS, meaning you only earn 12k in profit. That's usually taxed at about 7%. So, pay SARS the 840 in taxes, guys. No cheating. SARS don't play, my bro. Remember, we're only using about 30% to share at home. So, personally for yourself, you can take in 3k of those earnings. Use the other 7k to carry on investing in other shares. In that 3k, you need to save 500 Rand a month for the next session. Trust me, guys, I know it's a lot of saving, but trust me. Look here, trust me. Discipline is the name of the game. Think about it. You've been in school for 12 years. What's another 5 years of discipline? Okay, now we're almost done with our 5 years. On year 4, we start selling merch. So you've been saving 500 Rand a month for a year, and that's about 6,000 after 12 months. Buy 50 customized whatevers at 120 Rand. Sell them at any price that you want, but let's pretend you at the bare minimum of 300 Rand plus shipping. Do this until everything sells out. Change the merch each time so everything is limited edition and worth more the more you make. Follow the taxation rules from the live shows. Okay, so I'm realizing at this very moment that this video is getting pretty long. So we're gonna stop here for now. Like this video if you want to find out what to do after the 5 years. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. It's living like a baller at the lowest level. But that's higher than most people who have a 9-to-5 job. Hour!
Bitch, I am broke. I ain't gon' trip. I show my Nikes, you asked for the whip. Had to pay rent. Told my landlord, little bitch, I spend all that shit on my drip. Suck on my dick, I bust on your lip. Do that little shit where you bounce on my D. I stepped in this beat with 2 fake IDs. My name's all I need, like doobie doobie. Smoke on my weed, doobie. I'm higher than canopy seasonal trees. Sip on that lean.